Hello, I'm Sue Grant from Berthon, and today we're having a look at the Discovery 55 SAXON Blue. She's hull number 30 and she was delivered in 2009. Here she is with her flag blue livery and looking very smart indeed, recommissioned and totally ready for the season. Everything's been updated. SAXON Blue is a little bit special. She was built for an owner who wanted to take her to high latitude, so she has additional Kevlar strengthening in the hull, and she also has a stainless steel stem which has been put there in order to deal with soft ice, which is what I think they call it. She was fully prepared by high latitude and in fact in 2010 cruised in Greenland and to Canada, but she is also all prepared for Mediterranean use, so not only does she have separated Eversparker central heating, she has tropical aircon, all the normal refrigeration you expect from a Discovery, and so on. She's just been out of the water, re-anti-fouled with this really smart Jotun red anti-fouling. Underneath all fully checked, and she really is looking a picture. You just see her transom. She's got electric davits on them. She's got a ribeye with a 20 horsepower Yamaha. All of the safety gear is all up to date, life raft on the back, and these owners fitted solar, not just here but also on the coach roof, so that she can be fairly independent if you are cruising and away from 220 or 110 power. So just coming on to the aft deck, the Disco 55 has two deep cockpit lockers, port and starboard. Decks are looking very fresh. Nice seating on the push pits. And this solar array has been beautifully done. Now, SAXON Blue is also special in terms of her setup. She's got Anderson winches, she's got hydraulic furling on everything, with Reckman on the two stays at the front. And she is set up so that the helm can manage all the functions. This keeps all the lines out of the cockpit and is very good for single-handed or very short-handed sailing. You see she's got new 2020 Raymarine hybrid touch. She's got chain counter, bow thruster, control for the main engine, it's a Yanmar 160. And she's also got the famous Discovery bath in the well for the helm, which has got hot, cold and seawater, whatever you prefer. It's actually very useful. And a lovely clear cockpit. The buttons for the furling are on both sides, so whichever tack you're on you can easily manage it. And she's also got this solid bimini, which is great for where she is at the moment in the sunshine, and also gives very good protection if you decided to take her north again. And now we're just going to walk forward. A signature self-tacking. There's the extra solar. Rig's looking really good. All the running rigging is looking absolutely gleaming. Very easy setup. She's got a whisker pole on the mast and another one on the deck to starboard. Solid vang. Very easy deck to work, but of course you don't need to go out of the cockpit unless you are using the downwind sails. And then up at the front, she has twin Wreckmen. They went back to Wreckman in 2016 and were fully overhauled. She's got hood sails, they're Vectran. They've got UV strips on all three plain sails. And then she's got this very robust Spade Anchor S200. The bow fitting has been altered to take that. Setup works really well. And she's got a V5 vertical windlass. Also, of course, on the Discovery 55 you have a very large forward lazarette with lots and lots of storage. She has the Discovery Solent rig, which has swept-back spreaders, very good setup, no runners. Again, absolutely excellent for short-handed blue water sailing. Lots of ventilation from the deck hatches. Of course, lovely deck saloon setup, which we'll see better a little bit later when we go below. And then we have two lockers here, one for the gas locker, and then there is another one which is yet another deep cockpit locker, which is really useful for storage. Robust deck drains. And large cockpit table, which has got storage inside it, all in teak, which looks lovely just bare and scrubbed. High coamings. These boats feel very, very secure. And without the utility winch on the port side, you've just got great vision and it's very clear. Also very secure position for the helm. There's a kill switch just there, so you can turn off the hydraulics if something starts to go a bit wrong, and that's very important. Analog instruments there. And now we're going to have a look down below at her interior, which is in cherry. She's the very first of the open saloon 55s. This works extremely well. She's obviously got this wonderful interior watch keeping and nav position with great vision. New Raymer in there, as you can see. She's got Iridium SSB. Very well equipped for blue water. Doesn't need any upgrades there. And then this lovely saloon table with marquetry in it. To starboard you've got two stressless chairs, which are about the most comfortable chairs on the planet. There they are. The first owner couldn't find anything else that was quite as comfortable. And then we'll walk forward to the guest accommodation. All in really good shape. Lots of storage. You see the additional storage port and starboard up high. Storage under the bed. Split mattress. And there's also a lee cloth. All the berths have lee cloths. And then you've got two wardrobes. Please meet Philippe, one of the owners of SAXON Blue, who's doing a great job. And there he is again on the port locker. You see the controls for the air conditioning and central heating. The upper and lower berth cabin on the Discovery 55 is really generous, wide berths, they're long, and you've got a wardrobe as well as lots of lockers. So it's great if people are spending extended time on board the yacht. Opening hatch above, plenty of ventilation. At the moment the cockpit cushions are all stowed here, ready for her first trip of the season. And then there's a big guest heads with a separated shower stall. Nice shower, really easy to keep clean and fresh. And then there's a towel rail. As with all Discoveries, there's nothing worse than damp towels. Electric loo. Corian surface. And then to the left is access to the mast. And then we're going to walk back down through this lovely main saloon, which is just so secure at sea, full of light. And of course you can see out, which is really impactful if it's extremely hot or indeed extremely miserable. Great galley. Refrigeration and freezer. Big fridge, goes right the way to the soulboard, and then this enormous freezer which goes back to port to the ship's side, so there's loads of room for frozen food for big passengers. And then you've got twin sink and also a drainer. There's also a water filter, so you've got drinking water at the galley. This is a Force 10 3-burner electric cooker. Of course you can't take gas in the cold places, which is why she's fitted with electric. Microwave, larder, and then you go into the owner's cabin. Large double berth with, of course, separation and lee cloths. You've got big wardrobes on both sides, storage on the ship's side beneath the berth, loads of opening ports. And she's got fans throughout as well. Check out these SAXON Blue t-shirts and caps, they look really good. Lovely joinery. Beveled mirrors. And then into the owner's heads. The loo was replaced 2020, more Corian. Access to the engine spaces here, and the door is already open, so you go through the shower stall. Another towel rail. And then we're just going to close that door so that we can just have a look at the washer dryer. It's a full-sized, proper washer dryer from Mr. Bosch. Really nice. There's also a seat in the shower. And then we're going to have a look in the engine room. She's got a Yanmar 160 full service record. Very good sound deadening. You won't really hear the engine when you're on deck. You'll have to look at the rev counter. She's got Victron charging. A Seafresh water maker just there. Halyard exhaust. Aqua drive. All very, very fresh. And she's got two Phoenixes. This one here is the Centaur, that's a transformer. There are two combi chargers. One is specifically for the cooker, so that you can cook without starting the generator, and the other one is for the ship herself. and then back out into the owner's stateroom. All of these grills are handmade, do look smart. And then back through the galley. Loads of work surfaces, lots of opening windows. And then we'll go back up into the main saloon. All discoveries are very special. SAXON Blue is especially special with her capability for cold waters as well as being totally equipped for warm water. So she really can take you anywhere, and in this ownership she's been much updated and she really does look a picture. Discovery 55030 SAXON Blue.